Las Vegas.
Robin, I was just wondering, with this past season, the condensed schedule, and you guys seemingly playing every other day, and just what it was, just how grueling that was. Now looking ahead, though, to next season, and hopefully everybody has their fingers crossed. You play a normal schedule. How excited are you for that personally? That you can go back east and play in these different arenas and play against the other stars of the NHL. And then, in fact, those stars can come to Las Vegas also, the teams back east and then, in the south and so forth, they'll be able to come and play here in Las Vegas. Just kind of your general thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, throughout the whole pandemic and, ever since I got traded there, pretty much, since the bubble and a little off season there. And then this year it's been not normal. I give our team, our organization, a lot of credit for how everything has been handled, but it's something we as players talk about a lot. Missing the normal schedule. The playing different players. Like that's kind of, and as you said, being in all the different cities and playing all the different teams, get back to a little bit of normalcy and stuff. So that's definitely something we're all looking forward to. And it's something that's going to be fun getting back to a little bit of normalcy.
Next question for Robin goes to Ben Goetz, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hey, Robin. Obviously, having both you with Marc-Andre as, two number one goalies is kind of a unique setup for any team. And obviously it resulted in a Jennings Trophy this year. I mean, do you hope both you and Marc-Andre are back next season?
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been, I think, is a strength of the team. As I've said on some different occasions, I think it's been a little bit blown out of proportion here. I mean, I played with some really good goaltenders over my career, and playing with Marc is a privilege, as I said too. We've grown a lot closer to each other, and but again, it's been a pretty special few seasons here, like with everything that's been going on, and I think just gotta appreciate the situation, and I think we've handled it well, and it's not as big as people make it out to be, and it's I think a lot of playoff teams throughout the history of the NHL wish that they had to, and it's not always about injuries. You can see like almost every year, like a good team, what their starter comes down with injury late in the season or in the playoffs, and it's not always about injuries either. There are some teams that figures out certain goalies more than other teams, and it's always good to have the options, I think. It's been a pleasure playing with them, and we'll see what happens. And great human being, great goalie, and we support each other a lot, and all these small things that people don't see, and it's been good.
Next, we'll go to David Shane, the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hi, Robin. Almost always at this time of year, we hear from players about how it's a missed opportunity. But does this feel like it's even more of a missed opportunity for you guys?
I mean, it's a hard question. I think there's I think there's a lot of teams that feels the same way. If you look at Toronto, Colorado, Minnesota, I mean, I think we're all have the same mindset that we think we could win the cup this year, and we're all disappointed. I'm personally very disappointed, and we have the group to definitely win, but that's just not how the Stanley Cup works. It's hard to get there, and if you look at this organization, tremendous success through its very short life in the league, and right on the doorstep, been in the finals, been in conference finals twice, and been in playoffs all of those years. It's if you look around the league, everyone's trying to do the same thing. How many times did it take, Washington and Tampa Bay and all these other teams to kind of get there? Like they were knocking on the door, and it's small things. And obviously, we have a couple of small things left here to do to kind of get over that hump. And but it's disappointing for sure because we have a hell of a group and some fantastic players and great organization, all that stuff. We have all the tools. Came down to overtime to force a game 7 to come here at home. It's a game of inches, and we just got to learn from it and get better.
We'll take 2 final questions today for Robin Lehner. Next one goes to Jesse Granger with The Athletic.
Hey, Robin, you mentioned working with Marc-Andre, and there are little things that we don't see on the outside. I'm wondering, can you shine any light or give an example of maybe ways you guys have helped each other, whether it's between whistles, before games, or anything that kind of has strengthened that bond between you two?
Yeah, I think it's I think what because I think I've been through this a little bit more than most. Like I've been in these situations. Played with a lot of good goaltenders, and coming in here, obviously this is a new hockey town, and I just think that the narrative sometimes has been that it's a negative thing, and it's been, and I get it. Flower is as much of a legend to me as it is for you guys, and then it turns this to like a polar opposite situation. It's always a plus and a minus. It's always something negative, and that's not how we have looked at it. Like he's been very supportive of me. I've been very, very supportive of him this year. And I think, every time there's like a goal, is such a suspense with whatever goalie's decision it is. And in our team, it just doesn't matter for any one of our guys if it was me or Mark. But it was always some fuel. And you gotta be honest, like a lot of negative fuel as soon as it was me, and that's okay. I've been through that before, but it's, it's been a very positive journey for the last few years, and I don't think I always deserved that, what was going on. But for me and Flower, it's been really good this year. We, between intermissions, before games, after games, we've been our biggest supporters, both of us. And, he's had a great year. He's Hall of Fame goalie, one of the best of all time. He's obviously, how many records he broke this year was very, very happy for him. But, those are the things that you guys kind of don't see. And it's been very good within the team, but outside of the team, it's been put into a negative light, which is unfortunate because I truly think it's a luxury. That's what we've had here. But it's again blown out of proportion sometimes. Just I was very, very happy for him all year, what he did, and for our team and our whole team, and very supportive of him. And he was the same thing with me now coming in and playing against Montreal and playing those games and stuff like that. I mean, the media like to put it to a very negative thing, where I even got like pictures from his kids, telling me like good luck and all that stuff. So like just the bond that our team has, and all the families and stuff, it's just been blown out of proportion. I think you can debate it as much as you want. I think there's more teams regretting not having two capable goalies every year going into the postseason than not. And it's been a luxury, and with all this crazy schedules and all the stuff for the whole COVID and all that stuff, I think it's been a good thing.
Last question today for Robin Lehner goes to Stephen Wino with the Associated Press.
Hey, Robin. I know you've been kind of mental health stuff and hockey players matter so much to you. Stephen Johns is rollerblading across the country to kind of bring awareness to his depression and mental health among hockey players. I'm curious what you make of that and just how important it is to kind of get fellow players kind of thinking about their mental health and and getting the league and the PA kind of thinking about how important it is for mental health among hockey players?
No, I mean, obviously, it's a great thing what he's doing. Need as many people as possible shining light on it. I think, as I said before, without talking too long about it, is just something we all go through at certain stages, and then in different ways throughout our life, especially over the last bit here with a pandemic, and it's going to be important after the pandemic. And I mean, the more players talk about it, that's great and all. I just think there are tools all the teams and organizations and stuff can implement to make it to help with those things, and make it better for their employees and players. I've seen, because I've been open with it, I've had a lot of people talk to me because they feel like they can't talk to me, right? So it's definitely a problem for everyone, everyone in the world. We got to take care of each other, and no, it's fun to see him doing what he's doing, and hope more people doing it.
Thanks, Robin.
Thank you.